Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to the channel. We are here to review Zombieland Headshot Fever Reloaded for PlayStation VR2. This game was out on Quest for quite a while now, developed by Sony's Virtual Reality Pictures and the developer XR Games. Now, we also was expecting maybe this impasse for PSVR1, but it's never happened. Instead, they took the game and reworked it quite a lot. They definitely upgraded all the graphics, and I want to start this review from the graphics because they are those cel-shaded ones, but they're not low quality. They've got this more, let's say, premium feeling to it, with the very nice shadows, very nice contrast, going nice with a nice blood splatter effects. So I like how the game looks. Also what I like, it's got very cool, fast-paced soundtrack, very nice sound effect and very nice voice acting, no complaints here at all. The meaning and the message of this game is you go into this kind of like a tournament to kill as many zombies as possible, as fast as possible, and that's the meaning and the message. This is a pure 100% arcade game. Back in the day, I used to love games like Virtua Cop, like a Time Crisis, going to arcades, I come from those days, and playing those games, it was pretty cool. Now this one claims to be an arcade shooter, but now let's go to gameplay maybe. First of all, let's say what you can do down there. You go in through the levels. Once you beat the level, let's say on a rank, the high score, you know, you're gonna unlock the B side, which gonna be different version, more difficult of the levels. They divided by rookie, expert, novice, you know, advanced. All that is there. When you beat in the levels, you collecting toilet paper. I think that's hilarious, and that's your currency. And this is very nice homage when people, for some reason, decided to buy all the paper in the world. Toilet paper, that was funny, so I like seeing that in this game. Unlocking perks, you can buy new guns as well, you can go to a gun range, you can check out your achievements, so a lot to do, and it gives you that incentive to keep playing and replaying the levels, and of course you want to get on those leaderboards. Now, let's go to the gameplay. Like I said, I used to love arcade games, the light gun games, and I like them in VR. But the gameplay is when this game kind of fell apart from me. I did play it, I enjoyed it for a while, but let me tell you why I couldn't. So first of all, the game places you in a spot, and that's where you're shooting. You've got your gun, the reloading is done by pulling a phone stick down. Yes, we got phone sticks on PSVR2, super fun. And then pulling your gun into your belt where the magazine is, so it's done very fastly. Once you change it, you of course shooting your zombies, and you need to shoot them in the head ideally, because then time slows down and then you get better scores and better times at the end of each run. But while you're standing there, also you've got another weapon, a special weapon which got limited ammo capacity, but reloads the same. So it's fun to use them together. You can unlock the perk where you can use even two special weapons together, so that's fun as well. Now, that's all good, but the gameplay itself, the game kind of plonks you in one spot. You've got enemies, let's say, like they can throw something at you. If you try to duck, you get hit no matter what. There is no ducking, you either have to shoot what they're throwing at you, or get the hard perk, which means you're gonna be immune to projectiles. So I found it very anti-virtual reality and not very intuitive, because you want to actually move yourself around and avoid the projectiles coming at you. And also I didn't like, once they plonk you in this one spot, you just stay there and you know, that would be fine. But there is no cover to take, there is nothing. You just stand there and just shooting as fast as you can, as accurate as you can. If you play the games like Crisis Brigade, let's say, for example, Crisis Brigade 2, let's bring that. Now that was pretty difficult but very fun shooter, and it was those inspired by those arcade, you know, light gun shooters. But down there was tons to do. You've been moving around a lot, I've been sweating it, even though the game been plonking you in one spot. You've got different covers, you've been moving fast, tons of enemies coming at you, tons of stuff to avoid. It was really a lot of fun. Here you are just placing this one spot and just shooting as much as you can. There's no movement for you. It's like, it's not very virtuality-ness, let's say, in this game. Apart from it looks nice, and you know, it sounds nice. They've done a nice job with that. It's voice casted nice, but the gameplay wise it's not so great because of those drawbacks. And also it felt a bit last gen to me, because of course you had tons of those on-rail shooters on PSVR1. if they don't right, I can see them playing them, because like I said, I like those light gun games. But here you teleporting from spot to spot as well. It's done fast, so it's not, let's say, too annoying, but it's done with the blink teleportation, which you cannot change. It's not even zooming or woofing you around the stage. It just like this eye blink, and then you move into another spot just to be plonked down there and fight as many opponents as possible, as many zombies. I'm glad that there's different types of zombies. I like that they've got them achievements, even though eventually they become a bit annoying, because you need loads of them in order to keep unlocking new stages. So they did try to do something more, so there is a reason to come back, you know, to get better times, to get better weapons, to get better perks, to unlock B-sides of the levels, to unlock the super expert, well, expert levels, advanced, you know, it's all there. But it all comes down to how the gameplay itself was designed, and the fact that you just been there, standing there, you know, you got this new PSVR2 with inside-out tracking, with room scale, you know, gaming. And even if you played on cherry, it would be nice if you can just move around a bit, lean from side to side to avoid the projectile, maybe put yourself behind the cover, you know, even early PSVR2 games like Unearthing Mars 2, that was a light gun game, not so great, but that had cover mechanics as well. I was surprised to just be very basic, bare bones gameplay basically. Something what maybe not kept me engaged. I had good, you know, I had good few hours of fun, 2 hours, 2.5, but I don't see reason now. I want to play it more, especially with so many games being out here. So I changed the review scores here from avoid, wait for sale, or buy, or you know, must buy as well, special recommendation. But this one, sadly, even though it looks nice and everything seems to be there, it all comes down to the gameplay, which feels very not virtual reality like, and very, very last gen. So sadly, this one is avoid.